Hello everybody and welcome to the main channel. Today we're gonna be doing the most awaited anticipated video here. I do apologize because I wanted to do this live, but this is a massive thunderstorm going on in my area, so unfortunately it won't be allowing me to do this live, but I still wanted to do it the way I wanted to do it. So I'm still gonna rate and ranking all the Persona games soundtrack. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Like always, if you're new, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and let's go ahead and jump right into this video here today with number one, with Persona 1. Now Persona 1 is an interesting one because there are obviously a couple different soundtracks, so you can look for Persona 1, 2 particularly, which is the remaster version that was done for the PlayStation Portable and the original version back on the PlayStation 1. And now if you can see, this one that I picked actually doesn't have the two separate ones, which is kind of unfortunate because they do have three separate versions of Persona 3, which is again a really odd decision to do. So what we're gonna do is listen to a couple songs here from the original PlayStation version, and obviously a PlayStation Portable as well. I'll give you guys my thoughts on both of them. Although again, we only have the one here, which is kind of again odd, bizarre. So this one's a good one. Here is the so this one is actually from the Persona Portable version. It is not in the original one. It's still a really good song, but I just don't really feel like it really matches the tone of Persona, and that's kind of one of my issues with the Persona Portable OST, because it doesn't really match the tone of the actual game. Now, one of my good songs though that I actually really like is Lone Prayer. Really good as well. Both of them, those songs are really good. I just don't really feel like they match it. Alright, so this was actually one of my favorite ones here. I really like this song quite a bit, and obviously there's a lot of really good songs in the Persona 1 soundtrack. I'll say it's just really well made. They did such a good job with it. From the original one to the PlayStation Portable, I just personally don't feel like the Portable matches really well. We're gonna rank the Persona 1 soundtrack or Revelation soundtrack as A. Ranking the PlayStation 1 version better than the PlayStation Portable one. Still, both of them are really good. I just think that the original one is a little bit better. So now we're going into Persona 2, which is also a little bit bizarre because there is the Persona 2 soundtrack, Persona 2 Innocent Sin, which is the first one, and then the Innocent Sin Portable version, which is again two separate versions of it. Really bizarre choices here, guys. But again, this soundtrack is a little bit weird because there's two of them here, but the ranking doesn't have both of them, so. There's a lot of good songs in here as well. The Kuzunoha Detective Office one, iconic. Then Maya's Team. All right. So the soundtrack for the Innocent Sin is really good. They did some different stuff for the portable version, which I think a lot of people know exactly what I'm talking about. They did it more, obviously, Maya's Team as well. They kind of reworked it in a different sense. Here, it's a little bit more modern. Still sounds kind of like, it still sounds really 90s and 80s style. they definitely kept a little bit of that goodness in that sense over there, which is I feel like is really well made. It's a really good soundtrack here. We're gonna also rank this one as an A right here. It's really good. Okay, now Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. This one is also one of my favorite ones here. Eternal Punishment. OST. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about the having to go back and forth here. This one is also gonna be the same deal where we have two of them. We get the original one, which is the one on the PlayStation Portable, which I'm sorry, not original. Backwards. The PlayStation Portable one and the PlayStation 1 version. So listen to this one first. This is obviously, again, the PlayStation Portable version here. The boss team. The map song. Overall, I will say that the soundtrack for Persona 2 is in both sides is really good. This one, oh man, this is a good opening. I actually like the opening quite a bit. The Maya team, but now this one is the portable version here. We were talking about this earlier here. And then the map again, which is just one of those ones we are listening to earlier. It's just good. It's good stuff right there. All right, let's go ahead and continue here. We're gonna go ahead and rank this an A as well. Alrighty, sounds good. So the next one here is gonna be sorry about that. We're gonna go ahead and continue here with the rest of the stuff here, and I do apologize again, having some issues here with the I just had some issues overall, guys. I'm very disappointed with what happened here. I really wanted to do this live, and it kind of disappoints me that I wasn't able to do it live the way that I really wanted to do it, because it's this one is a special one for me overall. So we're gonna go ahead and move into Persona 3. Now we're trying to take our times here, but let me go ahead and pull up the Persona 3 soundtrack. Particularly want to focus on Persona 3 Fest and Portable, which they do have some separate songs and different things here that they did pretty good. Now, one of the things that I like about the Persona 3 soundtrack starts from their first song, which is this one. Battle, then I'll take it to the street where there's no rules. Take off the gloves, rip twist to down. Gotta prove my skills, so get down. My lyrical gems to bro, battle smack down now. Gotta shoot to kill and shoot to skill. Don't you be afraid, man's gotta do how it feels. 67 to 8 to 9, 10. I flip the script to make it to the top 10. Go. Really good soundtrack, guys. I really love this song so much. But besides that one, there's obviously a lot of stuff to look at here. We're gonna go ahead and listen to a couple different songs. One of my favorite soundtracks is Persona 3 soundtrack, particularly Persona Fest. Although I will say that Portable also does have some really good songs, such as this one right here, which is the opening as well. If you can load up anytime soon. Anyways, overall, I feel like they did a pretty good job of kind of like getting all the music here, and another good song on the Fest soundtrack, particularly. Um, it's one of my favorite songs is Mass Destruction. I know a lot of people have some things to say about it, but I really liked Mass Destruction as well. And just have to wait for it to load. It's just really slow, and I do apologize again. The internet connection is terrible here, so I do have to wait for this stupid storm just messed it up for me. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Sorry about that, guys. Hmm. Baby, baby. Alright, really good. I really like this. Really good stuff, guys. Of course, one of my other favorite songs is this one. Gonna be this one right here. What can I say? Persona 3 had a lot of really good songs, so we're gonna go ahead and rank both the Fest and Portable as this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and dunk this one itself here too. I do own all three of the soundtracks, although Fest and 3 isn't really different. There are very few songs that kind of have a different on them. But yeah, I really like the songs. They're really, really good songs. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on into Persona 4 here. And I'm trying not to rush through it or anything. I'm just trying to take my time, but we do have quite a bit of music to go through. So let's go ahead and jump right into Persona 4 with one of my favorite ones here, which is gonna be Heartbeat Heartbreak. Really good. One of those songs that I actually really, really like from Persona 4 as well. It's gonna be Heaven. The song is just good. Although this is a different version of it, which is also from one of the soundtracks on Persona 4. It's just a different version of it, which I actually quite enjoy quite a bit. It's a really good song. All right, and of course, how can we talk about Persona without talking about reaching out to the truth, right? Yeah. Of course, your affection as well. I feel like there's just so many good songs on Persona 4. There's a lot of good songs. All right, so that is obviously Persona 4 soundtrack. It's really good again. And now we're gonna check out some Persona 4 Golden with Shadow World. And of course, snowflakes. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Alrighty, so this one looks like it's more complete. We're gonna go ahead and do this right here. Alrighty. So let's see what we got here. We had Persona 3 soundtrack here, and it's an S, which again, the mileage may vary on some of this stuff here. Oh, there's no press here, which is weird. I don't know. All of these rankings are terrible. Most of them are missing games. Alright, so the next one obviously is gonna be the arena games. Now, the arena games gave us some songs. I don't necessarily think it's super strong in the soundtrack. So we're gonna go ahead and start with arena. Alright, let's take a look at that. Very much rock. It's still really good though. I mean, even when the songs aren't super strong, they're still really good. Alright. Let's take a look at this one now. Yeah. I like that everybody kind of gets a little bit of a soundtrack too. Like every single person has like their own song. For example, Yukiko's song, I guess. Everybody has a soundtrack. Everybody has to have some kind of song, I guess. Oh wait, my god, we get these stupid ads. I'm sorry about that, guys. Just ads. Anyway, guys, you get the idea here. A lot of the songs really sound really similar. I'm not gonna pretend like they're super different. It's not really varied. It's not a really varied soundtrack, to be honest with you here. There are very few songs that sound different. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and rank this as an B. I think still really good. I just feel like there's a lot of lacking as far as like actual substance that is not anything. It's just still really similar overall. So Ultimax overall is the next one on the list here that we're gonna be looking at. And let's see what we got here. Just this one is almost the same, I think. Alrighty, so this was good. I think it's good. It just doesn't really like add to anything. It's just kind of there. It does have some Persona 4 aspects to it. Look, it's pretty good. I think it's really good. I just don't really feel like it really has any substance as far as like the teams and everything. Just a lot of them sound really similar to each other on both teams. They're still good. I just don't feel like this is the stellar work of Persona. Now, to talk about the next series, which I actually quite enjoy this soundtrack for this series. And it's gonna be the OST for Persona Q. The Persona Q soundtrack is actually really good overall. I feel like they did a pretty good job of setting it up and everything. Great stuff. I like this song too. This one's a nice song. It's just a random song. They have a lot of random songs that are kind of chill. Not to mention that they did a lot of remixes to a lot of the songs. So yeah, great stuff right there. They did a pretty good job on all of the stuff and everything. It's just pretty good, pretty well made. Memories of School in D Labyrinth. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna rank this soundtrack as an A. Again, I feel like they did a lot of pretty good stuff with this one right here. So the next one's gonna be Persona Q2. We're not going in chronological order, but we'll get back to the dancing music in a second. So Q2 is also really good. I feel like it just starts really good. I want to go ahead and rank this one as an A as well. I feel like just the soundtrack is just really well made. Yeah, fantastic stuff, guys. Again, I feel like it's just really well made overall. It has like this Persona 5 feel for a lot of the songs, but they still did a pretty good job as far as like just having the Persona music from the previous games and just kind of bringing that overall sound of Persona into the Persona Q series. It's just did a pretty good job. Like this one right here, almost like the same stuff and everything. I forgot that they get again. A lot of good stuff, a lot of stuff that is pretty cool, and even the teams on like the different dungeons is pretty nice too. Like this one feels so much like Jurassic Park, and it's like supposed to have like that kind of thing going on and everything. Yeah, again, a lot of pretty cool stuff. I enjoyed the soundtrack quite a bit. It's really well made. Alrighty, so going ahead and going to the next one, we're gonna go with Persona Dancing. Persona 4 Dancing. Alright, so Persona 4 Dancing is easily one of the best soundtracks in the game. There are some variations, some stuff that is better than others. I feel like it's a mixed bag, but I feel like a lot of the mixes is just so well made that it just did a really good job at it. And not to mention all the DLC songs that they did as well, and some of the songs they just did so good. It's just a really well made soundtrack. Yeah, so good. This one's really good, by the way.
It's a wrong road. Echo when they get in your bones. Body stronger, stronger. The farther on you go, Thought I knew you. Can never say I know me. The sorry shadow I could turn out to be.
fantastic soundtrack, guys. Overall, I just really like all the songs. I feel like they're so well made. They did a fantastic job with the soundtrack. Easily one of the best ones, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and put this one as an S as well. Ooh, ooh, something happened here. Just it changed. Normal view. I didn't mean to do that change. Kind of freaked me out a little bit. All right, looks like we're good here. There you go. Yeah. Alrighty, sounds good. So we're gonna go ahead and rank this as an S. So what about the other dancing games, you may say? Uh, so we're gonna go ahead and do Persona 3 Dancing OST. To be frank with you, I have not heard a lot of the songs from these Persona games, mainly because I just hate the fact that these games even exist, because of the terrible circumstances of just being a fan of Persona, where you have to kind of compromise sometimes. This song is actually really good. I actually quite like this one.
How long has it been? Hope I'm dreaming. Looking good to aren't you? It's time to unwind. I've never felt like so level. I've never felt like thinking this will last forever. Better stay with me.
A lot of songs. There's a lot of good songs. There's a lot of good stuff right here, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to leave it that loud in your ear. A lot of good stuff, guys. It's hard to control, like the audio and myself, my talk, and the excitement all at once. I'm like, so many stuff going on here. Alrighty, so this one is really good. I like this song. I like the soundtrack overall. There's actually two of this. This is this other one as well. There's just so many songs. The dancing games have a ton of fucking music. Damn, this song is this soundtrack is also S tier. Definitely. Alright, one more. Just one more and we'll move to Persona 5, I promise. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. All right, sorry about that. I don't mean to yell at your ears. Oh man. Alrighty, there you go. I think like that means much better here. All right. Well. Sorry about that. No, didn't mean to yell as well. So we're gonna go ahead and move into this one. I'm conflicted. I want to do like an A plus situation here. Add a pro above. I'm gonna do ahead and do this one as an A plus. Okay, we're gonna add an A plus, and then we're gonna add a double S right here as well. Alrighty, so now that we have this right here, we're gonna go ahead and make some changes on the overall narrative here. First of all, we haven't ranked this one, so we're gonna go ahead and S plus for this one. Double S on the Persona 3 soundtrack because I really like it. I want to do this one as an double S as well, and I feel like I'm happy with making maybe taking the Persona 2 soundtrack here. There's so many Persona 2s. I don't know which one. I'm just gonna leave this like that. And I'm content with maybe getting the Persona Q2 as an A plus. All right, so I feel like I'm content with this list so far and what's going on here. People may or may not like some of the changes, but I feel like we're good to go so far here. So we're gonna go ahead and look into Persona 5. We chose before we do dancing. We just have Persona 5 here going on. So Persona 5 OST has some good stuff here. I actually like the Persona 5 original soundtrack. They did a pretty good job as far as getting you excited, especially with the first song. The very first song that you hear is already so good. Kind of starts with what's gonna happen to the soundtrack and everything. I feel like they did a fantastic job kind of setting that expectations and everything with the song. One of my favorite songs in the original soundtrack is Beneath the Mask. I feel like they did such a good job as far as like it's just a nice theme when you're hanging out in the streets and everything. It's so nice. It's a really chill song. But not only is the music good when you're hanging out in the streets, the music when you're hanging out in the dungeons is also really good. For example, we have Kamoshira's soundtrack, which is used quite a bit. And we also when you're fighting the boss in a boss battle. And when you're really getting intense. Such a well done soundtrack. It's just you always get a good song every single time. Not to mention when you're just hanging out trying to buy some supplies and you hear some of the song here. Really good stuff, guys. Every time I hear a song, I'm like, oh, this is such a good song. But one of my favorite songs of this soundtrack is definitely gotta be Whims of Fate, which I know a lot of you guys love it. I love it myself. It's such a kick-ass song. So fucking good. Alright, guys, really good stuff right there. We're definitely gonna get this one to be a. I think we're gonna go for an S on this one. I think like the Persona 5 soundtrack is definitely an S. I would almost put it as a double S, but I do believe that Persona 5 Royal soundtrack, the new added songs, really spice some things off, especially with some of the new songs, such as Throw Away Your Mask, for example. It's such a good song. This song really kind of sets the new expectations of the different storylines that they added onto the game. They really feel like a different experience altogether in a lot of aspects. They did a really good job as far as like setting how good it feels. Really good job with this song, by the way. And then, how can we forget No More What Ifs? Fantastic. It's a really good song. All of these songs are really well made. Yeah, I definitely believe that Persona 5 Royal disturbs I'm sorry, the ranking that I'm giving it. I feel like it's a double loss for sure. Uh, it's really, really good. Alrighty, so moving on into the next one, so we can move into the next the next stuff that we have here. We're gonna do Persona 5, and then we're gonna do Persona 5 Strikers, which is not here, but we'll still rank it anyway. So Persona 5 Dancing is easily one of the weakest dancing games, and one of the issues that I have here is the fact that the dancing games in this one are missing the royal material, which is kind of like a, oh, it's kind of weird to say that, but it is missing some aspects. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the music right here with Groovy, which is the original of the first song, really. Okay, now this one's really good. Rivers of the in the Desert mix is also really good, I think. I'm gonna shut up so you guys can listen.
It's now or it's never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment. Is this a mirage or just to fulfill my mission?
Alright, we're gonna change a little bit. This was also really good.
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Facing twilight.
And this one as well. Alright, one more, why not? Oh, so funky. This song is so funky. Fantastic, really good soundtrack. I really, really like this song. Alright guys, this one's also really good. I feel like they did a pretty good job with all these songs. We could spend all day just listening to all the songs here. One more, that's it. I keep saying that. Didn't I already said that like 3 times?
that. Keep your focus away from retreating hands. Tell me that's that sexy. Gonna say what she's got in store for her man. Sewing room.
Yeah, that's pretty much in that soundtrack. It's just really well made. We're gonna go ahead and rank it as an A plus, because while I ranked a lot of them and I was like, yeah, a lot of these are good, there's some that are not super good. So I pick the ones that I like, the ones that I know that I like, and everything. So the focus on the camera, it keeps going really out of focus, so I do apologize about that. So obviously we have the last one. We had to end this at some point, right? But we do end with the one of the strong soundtracks here. It's no shame to end in this soundtrack here. Of course, there is nothing wrong with ending with one of the coolest soundtracks here in the newest games, and this is obviously Persona 5 Strikers. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the newest song here. Good stuff, right? Good stuff. Pretty good stuff, guys. Alright, so besides that, I don't really want to drag this on forever. I feel like I will drag it on for so long. Alrighty, so backing up over here. Oh, oops, sorry about that. Oof. Easily one of my favorite songs in this new soundtrack. However, it's gonna be, see if I can find it here. Jesus, there's so many songs. A lot of them are also like, how do I say it? They're remixes, but there are some new songs that I love, like this one. So groovy. You know, it's just really funky as hell. Yeah, really good stuff right there. Another one that I like is this one right here, which is the Sophia's Shop. And of course, how can we forget about Axe to Grind? This song is so good too. Fantastic. Really good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. And even if we go farther into the list with some other songs that you probably don't hear as much, it's still really good stuff, you know? Or even in Wonderland, which actually I didn't like too much this song. It felt like a little repetitive a little bit. Alrighty guys, well that's pretty much in here. I'm having a blast just listening to the songs and talking about them and everything. It's been a really fun episode to do with you guys. I do apologize again. I really wanted to do this in kind of like a long video. It's still 45 minutes, but I still wanted to do like a stream or something like that. I'm sure some people are just gonna skip to the end and just be like, oh, this is the stuff that he ranked and everything. But yeah, it could have easily just been kind of one of those things where you guys could have sit through it with me. Anyway, thank you so much for sitting for 46 minutes ranking all Persona music here from the different games. It was a fantastic video to make here with you guys. I'm having a blast talking through that with you guys and everything. Do apologize again for the music and the thing and everything. I just had so many technical difficulties in this one, including the fact that I had to use this microphone instead of my regular microphone. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, guys. Like, subscribe the video, share it with your friends if you haven't, and that's it for today. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.